Yo, galera, beleza? Voltamos aqui na nossa gameplay e a gente fez aqui uma viagem rápida até aqui no laboratório. Vamos entregar aqui a quest da Zoe.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Beleza. 5.500 de XP até que não é uma coisa ruim. Agora acho que não tem mais nenhuma missão aqui, né? Vamos lá entregar essa missão principal aqui. Vamos lá da viagem rápida. Opa. Esperar o load. Acho que o resto das missões que a gente tem é tudo para entregar aqui. Então já vai adiantar um pouquinho. Deixa eu ver se não...
What are we supposed to do now?
Exercise patience and contemplate the scriptures.
Aqui em cima. Eu acho que esse daqui é o terceiro lá que faltava. Eu acho que o prefeito aqui da cidade aqui vai ficar muito puta que a gente. Antes de conversar com ele, eu vou entregar todas as outras quests, porque vai que dá ruim.
Maybe Adelaide was right to leave.
Desertion is a criminal offense, punishable by hard labor.
Vou lá entregar os remédios. Agora a gente tem que escolher, né, pra quem que a gente tem que entregar. Eu não vou entregar pro velho, não, vou entregar aqui pra mocinha. Que eu acho que o motivo dela é bem melhor do que o do carinha ali, que ele parece que ele é meio doidão, viciado.
Cannery's dead. This is gonna throw a wrench into my actuarial tables. Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
Nossa, nosso charme.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me. Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room? Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Eu acho que foi, tipo, uma boa escolha. Aproveitar que a gente já passou de nível. Eu tava pensando em colocar mais pontos em furtividade por causa disso daqui, ó. Que ele aumenta o dano de ataque surpresa. Tipo, e ele comba muito bem com o sniper, que você vai estar de longe. Ele tá de longe, os bichinhos nem vai ver de onde veio os tiros. Vou colocar um pouco também, né? Um 5. Aí tava 18 ponto alguma coisa, já foi pra 22. Tá bom. Depois a gente coloca mais um pouquinho. Deixa eu ver outra coisa que a gente precisava colocar. Engenharia. Vou colocar 2. Qual é o resto em diálogo? Porque quase a gente não tem. Beleza. Nossos talentos. Vou colocar aqui em capacidade de carga, porque agora a gente já vai precisar. Capacidade de carga mesmo. Então vamos aplicar. Vamos falar com o Vigário.
All the lights in town went out. Since then, I've had wild-eyed workers begging my guidance. I'm surprised you would go along with this action, Ms. Holcomb.
I'm not sure what the right and wrong of it is, sir. But leaving the deserters with neither walls nor lights would have left them to the mercy of marauders.
Let's hope walls alone are sufficient, then. Oh, inarguably. This town was a pustule on the ass of the architect. Metaphorically speaking. You took it upon yourself to decide the fate of strangers. I don't know whether that's confidence or arrogance, Either way, I'm fascinated. Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this... French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French.
Só aprender francês
I
no
was
YouTube.
so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted. Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony. The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakonu journal. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Será
Certainly.
que vai virar nosso
I already
companion?
gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Chegamos outro companion.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery.
Será que a gente pode andar com mais de um companion? Acho
I
que
shall
pode,
see you
né?
on the ship, Captain.
Acho que nos
Whenever you're ready
trailers
to
lá eu
leave
vi
Emerald Vale.
com 3 companions, se não me engano. Então vambora. Deixa eu ver outra quest que tem pra entregar aqui. Esse daqui ainda não. E esse daqui é lá na frente. Agora a gente pode falar com o dono da boca aqui.
Is Reed hiding in there?
Mr. Thompson is aware of your concerns and remains committed to guiding Edgewater into prosperity.
Só pra garantir.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it? That power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you. Apologies won't give us our lives back, but for what it's worth, I am sorry too. Edgewater's dead. Our cannery's dead. Adelaide's deserters are never coming back. Spacer's Choice will shut us down before long. Some of us will die of illness by then. Some will move on. Some will starve. And as for me, I will tender my resignation, whereupon I shall be processed and then duly imprisoned for gross incompetence.
Beleza. O cara mandou a gente sair daqui, então vamos sair daqui, hein?
Are we getting paid or not?
Any loss of productivity will be deducted from your pay.
Maybe.
Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please. Well, the time to start looking for work. Lucky for you, I am authorized to hire freelancers even during times of crisis. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Recolhe o dedo dos caras ali.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of
Belo
curiosity.
trabalho, tipo, se for da Yakuza.
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
Vou deixar ele aqui quieto por enquanto. A gente aproveita, entrega todas as quests, dá uma upadinha.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? No kidding. Really? Well, which one? Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit. What's on your mind? Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious. We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... oh, this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Beleza. É, aqui parece um lugar bem melhor do que lá a fábrica. Passamos de level mais uma vez. Continuar pondo aqui. Já foi para 29,5. E vamos ver o que mais. Fazer o negócio certo aqui, né? Vamos pôr 5. Vou pôr mais um aqui, só para deixar redondo ali 20. Pôr 3, deixa 40. Sobrou um ponto. O que a gente põe nesse um ponto? Parece ok. Pegar aqui o que a gente veio buscar. Onde está isso? Espera aí. Acho que tá esse negócio. Não é? Mas o cara falou se a gente entrasse lá, nós ia tomar pipoco? Alguma coisa de errado não está certo. E aí, qual que foi a decisão de vocês? Vocês fez a mesma que a minha? Fez uma diferente? Deixa eu só... E cadê o carinha que ia vir de...
I put my whole life in that cannery.
Já falei que eu não gosto dessa
Must be
parte.
very proud.
Sai da frente.
What are we supposed to do now?
Exercise patience and contemplate the scriptures.
Quero nem saber.
Here they come!
Eu acho que a gente não é mais bem-vindo aqui na cidade. Se a gente tivesse ali os 30 ali de intimar... pra intimar ele. Bom, agora já foi. A gente tem que voltar lá para nossa nave. Ainda tem inimigo perto ainda. Isso quase deu um tiro nela. Agora vai. Ou não? É. Sério que não posso dar viagem rápido? Nosso brinquedinho. Olha. Seria tão bom se acertasse. Tiro na bunda.
That's the last of them.
Sem querer a gente pegou um. Canhão de choque. Será que o cara lá ele vai estar esperando a gente na... Será que vai estar esperando a gente na nave?
Great work.
O tiro carregado, acho que ele gasta 5 munição. Tinha que gastar uma munição só, né?
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post. I have imagined it, but until you came along, I Never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Então tá, né?
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you
Ah,
Captain
o cara
now.
já tá aqui.
I got a captain.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for
Tem que fazer
engineering will
tudo.
prove
Não sou o capitão
invaluable
desse
in the
negócio aqui.
event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders. What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are
Será que a
operating
gente
within
pega
acceptable parameters.
a quest lá?
I am prepared to bring
Vou
the
tentar fazer a quest
Unreliable into low
dos dedos.
altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Aqui dentro não tinha as máquinas pra gente vender as coisas?
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss?
Bom, acho que eu vou parar esse episódio por aqui. Aí a gente continua lá. Eu vou ver se eu consigo fazer a quest dos dedos. Recuperar os dedos e depois a gente pega e zarpa. Beleza? Então é isso aí. Valeu, falou e aquele abraço.